What's up? What's up? It's your girl Butterfly to Light, and I am back with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Oh boy. Okay, so where do we start? You know, contrary to what many may believe or think or how they may feel about this placement, it can do okay. Yes, there are some shortcomings and things of that nature, but overall it could do pretty good because of the fact that Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn. That's right. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus and Saturn. So, with Aquarius being in Saturn, let's talk about the difficulties first. Okay, when we're dealing with anything Saturn, remember there's the struggles, there's the obstacles, there's the discipline that needs to take place, the structure that has to be laid, okay, the planned, the ability to last and outlast. And when we get into Aquarius, we are talking about a very high ordered mental energy, going against the norms, being unpredictable, having the rights to one's own unique ability and expression. So what do we get when we combine these two? Well, there may be a struggle at first to just simply break out of the norm, wanting to, but watching and waiting and looking up to those people who can, who find it so easy just to break free from the status quo and be themselves, wanting to express and just look into different aspects of life, maybe even being interested in dating outside of one's race, social position, or just any type of position in our society or in the particular society that says, okay, this is the norm, this is what we want to do. Having that interest to break free from it, but at the same time, not really shaking the foundation, just going along for the time being, because going outside of that norm is what? Disrupting the order. And I think that early on, Saturn and Aquarius individuals are taught so much, or it's like forced on them so much to, hey, this is what we do, this is who we be with, this is how things go. Even in just like everyday religion, you can find a lot of Saturn and Aquarius is, you can find a lot of people with this placement wanting to go outside of that understanding and what it represents, but then feeling like they're tied to it. Okay? And there could be literal situations that these people can be in that does keep them tied to whatever belief, whatever behavior, for whatever reason. Now, this is the thing, because I'm not saying that everybody with displacement refuses to rebel against the order or the structure that they've been placed in, because oftentimes many of them do, and they may face the heat from like a father figure or just the order, the structure that is placed around them, and they may face a controversy. Some of them even feel like they get banned or they're misunderstood. I will say this, being in this day and age, it's a lot easier to have this placement than just like 200 years ago. Okay? So a lot of placements that was once very difficult, very hard 200 years ago is now being admired and being asked by society itself, hey, yes, bring more of this energy forward, bring more of this energy forward. Okay? And many times you may have a situation with this individual to where, yeah, like the father or some strong situation in their life, like family, may be quirky, odd, different. And this person may find it embarrassing sometimes. They may feel like they don't fit in to like the usual norms of what the family structure looks like. And I use family in this particular situation because it doesn't have to be limited to family, but because we're talking about Aquarius, and Aquarius sense of family and what that looks like is very different than what the normal Cancerian type of family is described as. Okay, so when we're talking about Saturn and Aquarius, we're talking about all things that are outside of the norm, but yet being forced or placed in the normal bubble, if that makes any sense. Either way, these individuals either have the structure that's in place that they need to follow, that they want to rebel against, and then when they get older, they tend to really stray away from it, or when they're younger, they tend to really have a hard time of keeping themselves in a certain particular order, you know, having a structure there, but things being unpredictable either way. Or the complete opposite, having the unusual situations in their life, but wanting them to be quote unquote normal, if that makes any sense. Now, another thing that I noticed with Saturn and Aquarius, you know, Aquarius definitely could be like the friends and the going after your hopes, wishes, and dreams. People with Saturn and Aquarius find it particularly hard to do so. And if they manage to start and do this at a younger age, they may find struggles because it's unconventional. They may have to do the whole, you know, let me walk the normal path, and then add into it as I go along. But when these individuals ever, or if when they do ever get to where they need to go, ever get in a position to where they have some type of affiliation or association, because this could definitely happen, that say, listen, I believe in you, let's make this happen. Or where they can break free and they're able to create the family structure that they want and what it looks like, they will do so, and they will be very successful in it. And there's no stopping them, really, because along their path, they set and they left some sort of stamp of their existence on the path. Okay? These individuals can be very inventive, like inventing things out of thin air. Yes, a lot of times they can get their ideas off of something in society that they feel like needs some type of changing, help, things of that nature. Okay? And they may not really care for just too much of a normal relationship. Like Saturn and your Aquarius can be detached in relationships and like with their emotions, only because they learn to do so earlier on for whatever reason. It's like, okay, I'm embarrassed right now. You know what? I'm done with being embarrassed. I'm done with all of this because it doesn't matter. I see that I can't change things. People are going to do what they want anyways. You get what I'm saying? So it was just out of protection. And I'm not saying that Saturn and Aquarius individuals is like this with everyone that they're in a relationship with, but they have the ability to detach on a grand scale. Okay? And some of them could have had somewhat of a difficult life. Not all, but a good amount. And it depends on where this is placed. If this was Saturn in Aquarius in the 4th house, okay. And remember, the difficulties range on a level of, you know, having to act a certain way, be poised, be an example, something of the sort, to not really having anything predictable at all. Everything's unpredictable, and wanting the tangibility, wanting the structure, wanting the guidelines. Okay? However, Saturn in Aquarius individuals can be genius. These people can literally create a society itself. Okay? Can invent things for society. Once you get past the fear of maybe people hearing your ideas and turning them down, whatever the case may be, once you get over your fears, but these people can just, you can invent anything in organization. Like, I wonder, you know, like just the new stuff now, like an Uber or Airbnb sounds so Saturn and Aquarius to me, because it's something that was invented off the back of something else. Okay, you take a home, and you know, people with homes with enough space and enough room, and then they can take it and they can open their doors to what? Others. Cancerian energy would not do that, because Cancerian energy is like, okay, this is home, personal space. It's not for others. It's for me and my family and what we got going on. Aquarian energy is like, well, let's see how we can expand here, because we can also make money or generate income as well. That's a very good inventive technique and aspect to our society that other people benefit off of and other people welcome. And you know, it's part of who we are now. It's part of our society now. Okay. But the whole thing, my whole point is that this is the Aquarian, Saturnian nature. And the whole time Saturn or Saturn Aquarius individual finds out that Saturn was like, no, I'm not denying what you want to bring forth. I'm not denying your hopes, wishes, and dreams. I'm not denying who you are. I'm asking, can you do something with it? Can you build something? Can you structureize? Even in an unpredictable nature, unpredictable situation, can you do this in order to bring forth something else that benefits someone else as well, as much as it benefits yourself? Think about the Airbnb aspect as well. Hey, it's a way to take care of an unpredictable situation, because you could be somewhere and it could be no room at the inn. And you can just say, hey, let me look up in my area. Who's doing Airbnb? Boom. Here we go. But Saturn and Aquarius are genius-like people. They could take long periods of time to themselves. And then when they're done, they come out. They're you know, I feel like they're always open to their friendships. Your associations are definitely people that you should network and add to who you are, your life, your identity. Like, you don't make them every part of your life, but have them, you know, keep them. The ones that benefit you, the ones that are not against you, you know, the people that's not going to do you any harm. And you build your associations, and those same associations will turn around and help you out just the same. All right. I'm Butterfly to Light. This has been Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back.